I didn't. Did I turn? I didn't turn it on. All right, if Doug's pushed the right buttons here, we're going live, and we're going live a little late for the game this afternoon. For those watching from afar, we had a delay at the beginning. We had some unfortunate stuff happen on the previous 14's game. The TC in Arizona, one of the girls looked like she popped her shoulder. We were worried it was a neck injury, but a report from down low is that her shoulder was either maybe a collarbone or something, Doug, I don't know.
And very scary.
Yeah, so they had her taken off on a stretcher to make sure they weren't jostling things around, which ended up the tie game anyway with 7 minutes left. We're going to call that one done, and we're going to start the next one up. But we're a little behind as a result, so we're going to give it another shot here, the second game of the day. And by the sounds of my sweet voice, I managed to join the crew today.
Exactly. Missed you this morning.
Yeah, well, my agent, it's a tough bargain. And, went right down to the wire. I missed training camp and missed a game, but I'm back now. Got double the money I was getting paid before, so that's great.
Pulling the William Nylander, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Or who was the last one to sit out on a negotiation?
Yeah,
Was it Nylander?
There was another guy.
Swayman.
Yeah, the Swayman. Yeah, there was the goalies were doing it this year. So, yeah, that's it's a little hardball. Well, but anyway, our girls are in blue, which we like. We like the blues.
Love the Blues.
I kind of wish that the Kachinas had some kind of a red. That'd be a nice combo, like the Canada-U.S. game. What a great segue they dug.
That was an awesome way for the All-Star break.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch that skills competition.
Yes.
Out there for
Yeah, that was great. Although the inner 12-year-old boy in me does still love the skills competition.
That's true.
I really do. I love watching the most talented guys in the world in the sport struggle with the same stuff we've been trying around the rink for our whole lives, which is great.
So what do you think the attitude is in the locker rooms now that they got to play back on the same team?
Yeah, very interesting. For those of you who didn't hear about that, I'm thinking of all you in the Philippines. A bit of a hockey game on Thursday night between U.S. and Canada, with all the top players. Who won that, Doug?
I believe that was.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Could have been red. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting how some of those guys come back with it. They have a quick turnaround. They're all playing in the NHL today, their day jobs.
Yeah.
And I was watching the game with. Vince here, hello, sir. I was watching the game with a guy from Peru. He's a big soccer guy, and he was all about it. He loved it. And he goes, "How much do they get paid for this?" And I said, "They don't get paid anything." Like you can find I'll go out there right now. Yeah, he couldn't believe it because I guess in soccer, the players who play on the national team get like $1 million each for playing in the tournament like that.
Oh, wow.
So he was shocked. He goes, "Wow, what an honorable game." So I thought that was kind of neat. Hockey people, we sort of take for granted that you would do that for free, but that's not always the case. So, yeah, well, I think some guys will maybe miss today. I didn't actually check, but I think some of those players may not play, and especially if they're injured. I mean,
oh yeah, there's some injuries that came out of that tournament for sure. Charlie McAvoy.
Yeah. The owners who never for 10 years wanted this to happen were right, because guys got injured, But yeah. But too bad, they're a bunch of rich billionaires, and you got too many of them. So yeah. All right, well.
Guys, I might float in and out.
Come on.
Instant review here. So
Okay,
my
we got.
sister's here, so.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, Nathan's joined us. I've got the mic. I may be really loud, so please text Nathan and let us know if.
We'll try to get a sound check. Sounds good to me.
So we're gonna try to get this thing going and get the lines up.
Welcome,
Doug.
game 2 underway here. 17 minutes on the clock, first period just about to start. Team Colorado continuing the last home series here in Denver before we hit districts in Dallas. This morning's victory 4-1 over the Kachinas. Bit of a slow start on that one, but we found our edge and had some success in the power play.
Yeah, the shots were very one-sided and 41 something, and shot attempts were near 70 for Colorado. So throwing everything at a pretty good goalie for these Kachinas. she earned her goalie stripes.
Starting lineup this afternoon for Team Colorado at center, number 8, Lena Kelly. Left wing, number 24, Brenda Sherman. On the right side, number 19, Reed Wiedemeyer. Right defense, number 2, Emily Visa. And on the left side, number 18, Reagan Rieken. Back to our right, between the pipes, Sophia, the showstopper Samora. Team Colorado starts off in the Kachinas zone. Kelly digging for it here in the near side corner. Kachinas will pick up possession. Trying to chip it out to center ice. Rieken couldn't quite keep that trapped inside the zone, offside the call. Wow. Face-off will be just outside the Kachinas zone.
Kachinas trying to get everybody into the game with a quick change.
Short bench for the Kachinas.
Yeah, boy, gotta feel bad for these girls. Second game of the day, traveling. That's usually us.
Right. Face-off wing back to Reed. Sherman trying to punch that into the Kachinas zone. They'll back it up just in front of their netminder. A couple passes exchanged now. Fed up the near side board out to center. Rieken couldn't quite keep a hold of that. Kachinas into the TC zone from the right side. Shot blocked there by Emily Visa. Kachinas still with possession back up to the right side point. Shot fired wide left of the net. Over on the far side, Kachinas still with possession deep inside the TC zone. Kelly has it pinned up in the corner. Gets some help from Rieken. Kelly will take it, send it back to Visa here in the near side corner. Visa with some room. Makes her way out to center. Back into the Kachinas zone. She'll chip it deep. Lone forechecker for Team Colorado. The rest of the blue sweaters head to the bench for a line change. Now Choi almost picking that off out of the blue line. Kachinas now, their turn, single player in. They'll go for the line change. Choi breaks that up, feeds it up to Huang.
Looks like we're rolling 4 centers again. There's Beline on center.
Exactly. I got permission from Rose Sang-Chong Pupin to call that the Asian occasion line. So they did actually have a nice start this morning.
That's amazing.
Centering pass makes its way out to the point for the Kachinas. Too much traffic in front. Riedlinger will pick it up for Team Colorado. Back behind Samora. Kachinas take possession. Now up to the right side point. Shot turned aside there by Samora. Over on the far side board. Back up to the point. Shovel towards the net. Goes wide. Out of the near side corner, Huang feeds it back to Riedlinger. Lexi Riedlinger across to Selena Pugh. Pass fed up to Sang-Chong Pupin off the mark. TC will go for the change, leaving the Kachinas with an easy regroup. Huang now makes her way out to center ice. Pass picked off there. The Kachinas back into the TC zone on the left side. Good pass block there by Pugh. Fed back to Riedlinger behind the net. Quick pass up to Chotvik's Chase. Runs into some trouble over on the side board. Kachinas still maintaining the zone. Now Chotvik's Chase looking for Huang. Huang was heading to the bench, unaware of that pass attempt.
That was a nice play by Haley to sit there for an extra half second, make sure there's no too many players.
Hockey IQ at its finest. Pass fed up to Mainwaring from Chotvik's Chase. Coming into the Kachina zone on the right side. Mainwaring looking for the centering pass. Had Chotvik's Chase out there, tied up a bit. And Kachina's goaltender holds on for the whistle.
Yeah, good movement there by the girls, and that was a. I think your daughter might have been trying to bank it off the side of the net into the blue paint, which is always a smart play. It's hard for the goalie to see it.
Walsh, Chotvik's Chase, Mainwaring up front. Rieken and Egan on the back end. Face off. We'll give that win to Team Colorado. Egan dumps that down low, looking for Mainwaring. Fed back up the far side board. Egan back at the point. Fires one towards the net, blocked by Kachina's traffic up front. Chotvik's Chase now over on the far side board, battling with the Kachina's player. Trapped up right in front of the Kachina's bench. Walsh lends a stick, digging away. Chotvik's Chase also. Kachina's get that chip just out to center. Egan's pass a little too hot to handle for Rieken, and that backs its way all the way up into the TC zone. Now here on the near side board, recovered by Chotvik's Chase.
There she goes.
She's got some room here on the left side into the Kachina zone. Nice little drag shot. Save made by the Kachina's goaltender. Chotvik's Chase picks it up once more over on the far side board, just out of reach for Masiello. Now trapped up under skate. Masiello turns back towards the boards. Now looking for a shooting lane, gets a shot off, and a save made by the Kachina's goaltender, and held for the whistle.
I like how they're driving to the net. I mean, that's the difference between playing a high-end team and a lower team. There's a little more space. You saw Maya Cece going over the net. There's Lila taking the open lane. See if they can convert.
Take the space that they give us. Masiello, Deckers, and Brennick now for Team Colorado. Pugh and Visa on the blue line. Kachinas with possession in the near side corner. Working it up the sideboard. Now out to center. Picked off there by Pugh. Fed right back up to Masiello. Masiello back into the Kachina zone. Drops it for Brennick. Brennick shot. Hit Masiello. Now Deckers with it over on the far side. Deckers gets pinned up against the boards. Cut out to Masiello. Looks for the backhand shot. Blocked there by the Kachinas. They'll chip it off the boards down the length of the ice. It'll have just enough legs for an icing call. With 12:34 left to go here in the first period, we are still scoreless.
So we'll be heading, when's our next trip? When are we all going to Dallas? Is that 2 weeks from
Dallas,
now?
I believe that is March.
Early
6th
March,
through
so
the 9th.
a couple. Okay, so more than that. So
Games
this is
on
our
Sunday.
this is our last weekend of games before we head into the playoffs.
This is the last regular season hoorah. Kelly, Wiedmeyer, and Sherman now for Team Colorado. Pugh and Visa on the blue line. Face off one to Wiedmeyer. Quick shot. Save made by the Kachinas goaltender and kicked out to the side. Now Kachinas get it moved out to center ice. Pass picked off there by Pugh. She'll move it through center back into the Kachina zone. Trading sticks with the
traded
Kachinas player.
sticks.
Gets hers back off the ice. Now feeds one right towards the net. Deflected. Almost caught the Kachinas goaltender. Sleeping. Now Visa over on the far side board, digging away for it with two Kachinas players. Get some help from Kelly. Still trying to poke that free. Now Visa will send it back down behind the Kachinas net. Kachinas with possession, trying to open up the near side board. Pops out to center, collected by Sherman. Sherman right back up the strong side. Nice little bounce off the boards right under the stick of Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer with a shot. Save made and kicked to the back end. Wiedmeyer now working it here on the near side board. Looking for the pass across, just off the skate of the Kachinas player. And now Kachinas player had some speed there on the left side. Gets a shot off, but goes just wide. Now TC carrying momentum. Bella Choi into the Kachinas zone. Fires one through the defender. And a save made by the Kachinas goaltender. And held for the whistle.
Wow.
Nice effort to get that shot off.
Yeah.
The Kachinas defenseman.
Yeah, that's great. Shots are already 7-1, so we're following the same pattern here.
Long, Sang-Chung, Kubin, and Choi. Riedlinger and Egan. 14 Colorado. Tied up off the dot. Choi frees her stick. Gets a handle on it. Sends that back behind the Kachinas goaltender. Up the far side board. Kachina's able to get it out to center. Taken there by Team Colorado. Dumped into the Kachinas zone. Work back up the strong side. Odd bounce off the boards. Now Sang-Chung Kupin trying to dig for it on the near side. Puck squirts out to center. Riedlinger backs it up to Egan. Egan short pass looking for Chopin Chase. Finds Huang. And now the Kachinas pick off that pass attempt. And they're moving back through center into the TC zone from the right side. Shot fired wide. Kachinas pick that up over on the far side board. Point shot and a easy glove save from Samora and held for the whistle.
Well, losing your stick as a boy to like pick it back up.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Oh, I see. So we're hearing from Nathan that the Pugh family tradition is to try to swap your stick
Pick
with.
up whatever stick's available.
Yeah, if there's a stick on the ice, it's not yours. Doesn't matter. Pick it up.
Face off to the right of Samora, deep inside the TC zone. Walsh set for the draw. Chopper's chasing Mainwaring on the wings.
Right.
Mainwaring able to free that puck. Gets tied up.
2-on-1
for Walsh. 2-on-1 for Team Colorado. Onside. Pass across to Chopper's chase. Off the mark. She'll get it back in the corner. She'll work it up back up the near side board. Stopped there by Visa. Walsh looking for the quick shot. Passes over to Chopper's chase. Now pinned up at the Zamboni doors. Mainwaring comes in trying to dig that puck free. She'll get it. Goes
Nice.
right out, and a quick shot! Save made by the Kachinas goaltender. Still loose. Still loose, right on the crease. Now Rieken grabs it. Sends one towards the net, deflected just wide. Mainwaring got a stick on that, but goes just wide of the net on that quick shot from Rieken. Good low, hard shot from Reagan Rieken. recovering that at the point. Kachinas relieving the pressure, getting deflected off a TC player down the length of the ice. They'll go for the change. Rican long pass up
Nice.
the chalk for Chase. She'll make her way into the Kachina zone. Looking for that similar shot through the defenseman. This time it was blocked. Brennick steps in off the bench. Has control. Sends a pass right across the top of the crease. Just out of reach of Visa. Now Kachinas will flip that out to center. Back into the TC zone. Visa picks it up for Team Colorado. Feeds it across to Rican. Rican stops short in the corner. She'll go back behind to Visa. Emily Visa drops it from Masiello. Masiello's got some room. Moving up the near side. Short pass to Lauren Deckers.
Got it.
Deckers now moving towards the net. Nice backhand pass. Deflected towards the net. And a couple of saves from the Kachinas goaltender and held for the whistle.
Wow, what a tip back. Was that Marciello's stick who
Yeah,
came
it
back
was.
on it? That was a heck of a swipe with the long stick and a great drive to the net by Deckers. Fancy.
Face off to the left of the Kachinas goaltender. They'll take possession of that draw. Chipping it out to center. And another icing call will come here against Arizona. 8:21 left to go here in the first period. We are still knotted at 0.
Boy, but all the chances have been on Colorado offensive opportunities, that's for sure.
Ice is definitely tilted down towards the Kachinas end for Team Colorado. Another face-off to the right of the Kachinas goaltender, Masiello. Set for the draw.
All right, we're going to do it again.
Referee blows it dead. We'll have another drop. Kachinas center waved out.
Yeah.
Masiello once more with the face-off. This time the Kachinas trying to chip it up the near side board. Kept in by Riedlinger. Now Masiello scoops up the loose puck. Woo! Riedlinger trying to trap that up on the near side board. Kachinas move back to the TC zone. Taken by Deckers. Fed up to Masiello. Masiello now looking for the shot. Just gets absolutely shoved off the puck.
That's a pretty good check.
Q with a nice shot out front. Tipped by Masiello, but killed the momentum of the shot and an easy save for the Kachinas
Yeah, it's the
goaltender.
Lila Marciella show here today. That she got hit, kind of a little elbow up high. She's taking shots. She's
Shoulder.
yeah, shoulder on the side. Being knocked off the puck, so she's here to play.
Face off to the left of the Kachinas netminder, Kelly Wiedenmeyer and Sherman.
Easy.
14 Colorado. Sherman took the face-off win, but pressured there by the Kachinas. They send it down the length of the ice, and we'll come back 200 feet for another face-off on the icing call.
Yeah, that was a nice, clean win, but good job by the Arizona player to get to the shooter. I think they may move things around here and try to get that on B's stick. B's got the hot shot, so looks like they're moving it around.
Kelly with another face-off here inside the Kachinas
Another.
zone. Another nice clean win for Team Colorado. Back up top to Pugh, fed down to Wiedenmeyer, blows a tire in the corner. Kachinas get that out of trouble. They'll send it over to the near side. Looking for the pass out across the middle, just out of reach. And this one once more will
My
result in
goodness,
another
that's-
icing call.
3 in a row. The Kachinas just have no breakout. They get the puck and they chip it out and down. It's women versus the girls here, folks.
Face off to the right of the Kachinas netminder.
And good face-off practice. So now that we have 4 lines, the forwards are always going to be together. So
Consistency. All right. Kelly.
Another
nice
one.
Clean win back to Egan once more. Sent across to Visa.
that was a set play, folks.
Tipped down low. Sherman tied up on the play. Wiedenmeyer sends it across to Kelly. Kelly from behind the net looking to sneak that through to Sherman. Just couldn't quite beat it. Stopped there by the Kachinas goaltender.
Sherman got a little bit of push and gave a girl a tap, a love tap with her stick.
Just a friendly conversation, right?
So they're already enjoying each other's company in the offensive zone. The Asian occasion is up, Doug.
The Asian occasion is on the ice.
All the Sang
Joy
Jam
Hong
Poopins
and
around the
Sang Jam
world.
Poopin. Kachinas will take possession of this face-off. Egan and Visa back on the blue line for Team Colorado. Choi causing some trouble down there in the near side corner. Will be kept in the zone by Egan. Couldn't quite get that punch deep. Has it trapped up alongside the board. Now splits out to center. Visa backs it up. looking for some better room. She'll send a backhand pass up to Sang-Chung Pupin. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Egan.
It is,
Egan
yeah.
looking for the stick of Choi. Couldn't quite connect. Now over to the near side corner, sent over to the far side. Rose Sang-Chung Pupin will grab it for Team Colorado. Short pass to Choi. Was looking for Huang, but just couldn't quite get there. And this one will beat Bisa over to the far side. She'll have to back it up out to center on the regroup. Nice open pass for Elena Huang. Fires one right into the breadbasket of the Kachinas goaltender and held for the whistle.
So Doug, in your defense, the numbers in the ponytails, we need to do a better job next year because you got Egan 26 and 27 for Sang-Chung Pupin. They both have braided dark hair. It's impossible to tell them apart.
And number 26 and number 27.
Yeah.
They don't make my job easy.
It's the worst.
Almost a 2-on-1 opportunity there for the Kachinas. Pass was off the mark. Hugh recovers it back down deep in the TC zone. Mainwaring gets the pocket of the Kachinas player. The kick back down low. Hugh will pick it up behind Samora. Sends it across to Rican. Rican. Short pass to Walsh. Walsh trying to chip it past the Kachina forechecker.
Oh.
And now out to center ice. Kachinas will have to regroup on the clear.
That was a good idea by that Kachina's winger to put it into the slot and just kind of handcuffed her center, but otherwise that was going to be a good shot.
Shot fix chase now here on the near side board. Looking for some help from Walsh. Now shot fix chase with some speed into the Kachina zone here on the left side. Pinched off at the boards. Maya shot fix chase working that puck over on the near side. Taken there by the Kachinas. They'll get out to center. Broken up there by Walsh, but right back onto the stick of the other Kachinas player.
That's
this
a penalty.
time, Walsh makes sure that Kachina's player is not going anywhere. But
Yeah.
she'll take a trip to the penalty
I
box.
think Haley got her money's worth on that. It was quite the tackle from behind.
Maybe a little payback for the hit. She took
Maybe.
this morning when she
Yeah.
threw that penalty.
That's true,
Great
yeah.
coaching this morning. But I don't know
It's,
about She'll pay Mr. Riedlinger a visit in the penalty box, and that will send TC to the penalty kill with 5:13 left to go here in the first period.
yeah, that's called taking a number in the earlier game and remembering that number for later. I think Haley did that.
Brennick with the face-off to the right of Samora. Wins that over to Deckers. Deckers trying to bank that off the boards. Bouncing puck right over the Kachina player's stick. Good clear by Lauren Deckers on that play. Egan and Riedlinger round out the penalty kill back on the blue line. Kachinas now get broken out of their zone. Back into the TCN. Cross now working through center. Egan this time steps into the Kachina's player.
Beautiful. That's how you use the body to push a player off the puck.
Taken there by Deckers. Deckers making her way into the Kachina zone. Trying to shovel that one deeper. Kachina's recover. Now they're moving back out to center for connecting pass here on the near side. Just out of reach. Egan will pick it up inside the TC zone. Deflected out to center by Brennick.
Boy, those two try hard. You see Deckers and Brennick on the PK. It is like a flurry of activity.
Some of the shortest players on the ice, but the biggest bulldogs.
Yeah, and you know, that's what you need in the PK. I noticed in the earlier game with the 14s, you know, the PK just didn't have the buzz that we have, and we're really lucky to have that kind of energy. It just takes away the time for the people on the power play, and it's very effective. Yeah, really effective.
106 remaining in the minor penalty to Walsh. Face off just outside the TC zone.
Nice.
Wiedemeyer trying to chip that forward. Kachinas will push that back into the TC zone. Rican recovers it here in the near side corner. Looking for Masiello, deflected out to center. Masiello out of foot race. She's going to win this one, but take it out of the play and draws the penalty. Kachinas now will head to the penalty box as Masiello brushes the snow off and says thank you.
I'm going to call that a 28% dive, but it was enough, just enough.
Just enough.
I think in her heart of hearts, Lila could have probably kept her blade there, but you know, she's killing the penalty, and now she's evening it up. Good veteran move.
Tripping the call against the Kachinas will set up a 4-on-4 for 48 seconds. Masiello and Wiedemeyer. Rican and Riedlinger round out the 14 Colorado. Kachinas get that chip down deep into the TC zone. Rican back behind Samora. Has it here in the near side corner. She'll send it across to Masiello. Masiello sidesteps one Kachinas player, short pass to Rieken. Reagan Rieken on the move into the Kachina zone, drops it to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer trying to cut towards the middle, ran out of room. Now Rieken with it back behind the Kachinas net. Picked up back there by the Kachinas, and they'll send it 200 feet for another icing call.
Must be like a full moon or something tonight. That is the first time this season I think I've seen Reagan Rieken behind the offensive goal. Like that is something. It's like unicorns are coming out of the forest or something.
8 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then TC will have some power play time. Kelly, Pugh, Chotvics Chase, and Visa setting up the power play unit. At the expiration of Walsh's penalty, Walsh will step right back on, and that's power play time for Team Colorado. Back to full strength. Visa now working it back into the Kachinas zone, drops it for Chotvics Chase. Finds Walsh right in the slot. Walsh couldn't quite handle the pass. Feeds it over to Pugh. Back up top for Visa. Visa now fires a shot in on net, and save made by the Kachinas goaltender and held for the whistle.
Yeah, that was nice, right, to Haley. And I hope this first unit here can use the bumper in the middle, which is number 11, Haley, more. The second unit is doing a great job of finding the bumper. I'd like to see that here.
Face off to the left of the Kachinas goaltender. 50 seconds remaining on the power play for Team Colorado. Chotvics Chase feeds that down low, looking for Kelly. Has it tied up back behind the net. Walsh steps in to help.
Good
now
dig.
fed across to Chotvics Chase. Up top to Visa on the right side. Now across to Pugh. Pugh now, nice little sidestep of the Kachinas player. Fires one from the sharp angle. Save made. Rebound picked up by Kelly. Pugh now from the corner. Makes her way back up top for Visa. Back to Pugh. Pugh now for Chotvics Chase. Just a deflection. Put it out of reach for Chotvics Chase. Still with possession though. She'll feed it back up top for Visa. Visa now makes her way in. Fires a shot just wide left. And Pugh now finds Chotvics Chase. Kachinas now back to full strength. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Chotvics Chase still with possession. Makes her way in. Fires one. Glove save made. Thought she had it. Rebound picked up by Chotvics Chase once more. Drops it for Visa. Visa from the far side. She'll make her way down into the corner. Visa now drops it for Kelly. Back up the far side board to Visa. Back to Kelly. Kelly looking for Pugh. Banks it off the Kachinas player skate. Huang looking for another connection there. Picked off by Kachinas and sent down the length of the ice. And that'll be yet another icing call.
Wow, we had a couple of nice hard shots. Maya Cece was looking for that corner, and I've been on the ice with Nathan Pugh, and I haven't seen any of those kind of dingle-dangle moves or shots from him. So clearly, Selena gets that from her mother.
Face off to the right of the Kachinas goaltender, Huang Choi and Sang-Chong Pupin for Team Colorado, Rieken and Egan. Nice win to Choi, back up top to Rieken. Now to Choi once more on the sideboard. Choi chips that down low for Polina Huang. Tied up right in front of the Zamboni door. Now Choi frees it. Looking to connect the pass for Sang-Chong Pupin. Egan will keep that in, deflected just wide. Now Rieken comes down off the blue line, keeps it trapped down low into the Kachinas zone. Arizona getting trapped up in their own end by the pressure from Team Colorado. Still alive at the blue line. Huang trying to chip one forward to Sang-Chong Pupin. Now back and forth in the skates. Picked up there by the Kachinas. Still alive inside their zone. Finally getting it chipped out to center ice. They'll gain the red line. Looking to send it down deep and go for the change. Stopped short right at the TC blue line by Meredith Egan.
Yeah, good awareness there by Meredith. She could sense that there was an opening on the change and tried to hustle that puck up the ice. Wow, Reagan took out two girls at once.
Without a stick, too.
Yeah, nothing came out of that corner. Not her stick, not any Arizona players, just Reagan.
Over on the far side board, Brennick.
Nice.
The Kachinas player looking to feed that to Huang. Might get a stick on that. Now Rieken with it back behind the net. Time expires here in the first period. We're going to go into the second, still scoreless.
Scoreless, but boy, shots are 14-2 for TC, and yeah, they've had to play. Like, my neck is sore on the right side because I've been stretching, looking left the entire time.
Just a problem to have.
I guess, yeah, good problem to have. Yeah, I think it's an opportunity for the girls to practice a few things, particularly the lines. I notice on the face-offs, you know, they're talking. There's about 2 or 3 to choose from that are set plays that, you know, it does take a little bit of work because you try them in games, and if you lose the face-off, your set play doesn't really work anymore. So when you have multiple opportunities on lots of icings like that, it's great to be able to rinse and repeat.
Numerous nice, clean face-off plays too.
Wow.
Allows time and space to set up that play as well also.
Yeah, it's funny how I saw in the earlier game today, I think Haley and Lena were switching off because they sort of knew who had whose number. Like, Lena said, hey, Haley, take that face off, because she had lost the previous one to that girl, and then Haley won it. So you never know. Something about the timing or whatever, you just match up better against the other center. It's good to see that awareness.
Coming together on that chemistry at the right time, for sure.
Yeah, definitely seeing the chemistry. I think you mentioned it this morning between Cece and Corinne. And, you know, now getting some stability at center. That could be. Yeah, they really find each other. It's great. So there is some magic to it. All the shot. Oh, Nathan's behind us. It's 14-2. And Nathan, am I right? Did somebody have a birthday recently?
That is correct.
I think
this is the birthday shirt.
he's got his Labatt's birthday 50 shirt on. So congratulations, Nathan Pugh.
We're ready for the start of the second period. The Chinas will take the face-off win, chipping it into the TC zone. Visa and Riedlinger here on the back end. Brennick, Masiello, and Deckers get the start for the second period. Now Masiello trying to push that back into the Kachina zone. Over on the far side, Deckers stops that short, leaves it for Masiello. Trying to make her way around the Kachina's player. Now Masiello wants to make her way out front. Couldn't quite keep a handle on that. Now from the sharp angle, Deckers fires one just wide. Riedlinger gets it stopped right at the blue line, keeps it alive. Quickly stolen there by the Kachinas. Now they're back to work in the TC zone, trying to get her on one. Back behind the net now, Kachina still in possession, broken up there by Visa. Now has the puck stolen. Couldn't quite get a centering pass out for the Kachinas. Shot sent wide off the back, picked up by Deckers. Stick check there though. Whoa, dangerous deflection to Samora's left. Fortunately, that one sailed wide. Now Masiello back behind Samora. Little touch and go there. Cut up to Brennick. Brennick now back into the Kachina zone here on the right side. Looking for that centering pass. Brennick with patience. Looking for the room. Had Kelly just couldn't quite thread the needle.
That was a nice little Sunday skate.
Back to work in the TC zone here on the near side. Kept pushed to the outside by Visa. Deckers backs it up for Riedlinger. Nice connection with Wiedenmeyer. Out at center. Wiedenmeyer all alone in the Kachina zone, trying to make her way around. Kelly keeps it alive inside the Arizona end. She's trying to trip that out. Stopped by Sherman there momentarily.
All right, all the Sherman family dentist is unhappy about that mask because she took it right in the bean there.
Wiedenmeyer now from the left side, fires a quick one. And a glove save made by the Kachina's goaltender. And held for the whistle.
Yeah, that's why you want to have, you know, I was going to say daughters, but I would say all kids wearing full masks, because that went right in the teeth of Finley Sherman. Thank goodness.
That's an orthodontist dream right there. Face off to the right of Kachina's goaltender, Kelly, Wiedenmeyer, Sherman, 14 Colorado.
Oh, they got
Egan and Pugh on the blue line. Wiedenmeyer keeps it alive inside the Kachina zone. Picked off there now. Kachina's out to center.
Good poke.
Stopped right at the blue line. Good wall put up by Team Colorado. Pugh feeds it across to Egan. Connects with Wiedenmeyer out at center. Wiedenmeyer's got some room. She'll make her way into the Kachina zone. Tries to fire one through the Kachina's defender. Couldn't quite make it. Now
That was the first shot from the right-hand side, Doug, remarkably. We've been shooting from the left all morning, or off, I should say.
Kachinas get that clear back down into the TC zone. And just enough for an icing call.
Yeah, just for fun. We've been shooting from the left side. That was B's shot right there. Very bizarre that we have 20 shots from the left side of the ice. We don't have that many left-handers on the team, actually.
Not a whole lot. This afternoon is becoming less and less common to see a left shot.
Yeah.
I was always told it was the influence of baseball that generates right-handed shots.
Oh, I see. Well, I have some Canadian theory on that, so yeah, we'll talk about that.
Tied up here in the near side corner. Riedlinger steps down, fires one towards the net, scores loose, and the Kachinas goaltender recovers and holds on for the whistle.
Yeah, in Canada when I grew up, if you were right-handed in school with your pen in your hand, that was the top of your stick hand because you want to be able to poke with it with more coordination. So as a result, 60% of kids end up being oh my goodness, we have a celebrity in the house. Sienna's here. You look great. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you.
But quickly stolen there by the Kachinas.
Of course. We miss you on the ice, you know. I don't have my funny jokes. You know, that's generally what I try to do around here. I'm actually mic'd up right now, so excuse me, I'll take this off.
Taken by Rieken, backed up to Chotfix Chase at the blue line, sent across to Riedlinger. She fires one, save made by the Kachinas goaltender once more. And now, back out to center. Kachinas will get that dump down into the TC zone, picked up by Rieken. Rieken, quick pass up to Mainwaring, steps out to center. Mainwaring pressured by Kachinas. Backs it up now, Chotfix Chase, met with pressure right out at center ice in front of the timekeeper's box. Kachinas now back into the TC zone, shot attempt blocked there by Rieken. Riedlinger couldn't quite handle that bouncing puck. Samora had to be sharp on her toes. Now Riedlinger from the TC corner, fed up to Kwong. Connects with Chotfix Chase, back into the TC zone, or into the Kachinas zone, fed back behind the Kachinas net. Sangchong Pupin fresh off the bench, gets it tied up over the far side corner. Now Huang steps out to the center, couldn't quite connect on a pass or a shot, and the Kachinas able to clear it back down into the TC zone. Egan, 14 Colorado, has it back behind Samora, drops it for Visa. Visa now, always good about creating space, gets herself out to center. Back in the Kachina zone here on the near side. Looking for that connection, but pushed off into the corner by the Kachinas. Still with possession. Visa working it, finds Wong, quick shot! Deflected just wide. Wong now picks it up back behind the net. Feeds it to Visa here on the near side. Visa maintains possession on the near side, sends it down low for Sangchong Pupin. Rose Sangchong Pupin leaves it for Emily Visa. Visa out of the corner. Good patience there from Visa. Trying to feed it out front, had Choi, but the goaltender got a paddle on that and broke up that pass attempt. Now, Egan wrenched off the boards. Visa scoops up that loose puck, finds Brennick out at center. Brennick now 3-on-1 developing for Team Colorado. Brennick now will take the shot.
Oh my
Fires
goodness.
one. Got just a piece of it. Good look there by Brennick. The Kachinas defender floated over to cover the pass on the left side, opening that lane for Brennick. Great chance there for Piper Brennick. Now back behind the Kachinas. That taken there by Masiello and a quick shot and a save made by the Kachinas. Now clearing attempt hits the linesman out at center ice. That's a gift for Team Colorado. Pugh with some speed back into the Kachinas zone. Fires one. That one had eyes, but not quite past the blocker of the Kachinas goaltender. I think she might even caught that with just her stick with that blocker hand. Pugh fires one from the point once more. Kachinas player was providing the screen, but the goaltender for the Kachinas finds it and holds on for the whistle.
Wow, a lot of action going on there, folks. As you probably heard, we just got a visit from an old friend and former player. Sienna is right in front of us. Many of you know Sienna. She was unfortunately in a very scary car crash last year, and we thought we'd lost her. But she's here, and she's walking and talking and recovering, which is incredible. So it's awesome to see her here and her mom. So shout out there.
Kachina's on the move back into the TC zone. They'll dump it down deep. Riedlinger picks it back up behind Samora. Now over to Sherman on the far side board, looking for the pass up front, picked off there by the Kachinas. Right in, shot score!
Yikes!
Kachinas capitalize on a bad turnover just inside the TC zone, and they strike first. Left to go in the second period.
Wow, that's not what you want to see when you've got total domination the whole game and then kind of a quick turnaround in your own zone and boom, it's 1-0.
Arizona finds their first lead of the weekend. TC looking to respond. Mainwaring off the faceoff wing, dumps that down into the Kachina zone, stops short on the sideboard. Clearing attempt blocked by Mainwaring. Looking for some room, feeds it to Chop and Chase, and shot! And another save made by the Kachina's goaltender. TC still unable to solve this Kachina's netminder.
I think Mainwaring was surprised to find that puck on her stick. It bounced, she was in the slot. Here we go.
Face off to the right of the Kachina's goaltender, tied up off the dot. Almost fished out by Mainwaring. Kachinas will take possession. Pass fed out to center. Trying to chip it into the TC zone. Egan picks it up over on the far side board. Pass across to Mainwaring. Chips it up the boards to Walsh. Haley Walsh into the Kachina zone, looking for the pass across to Chopix Chase. Couldn't quite connect. Now, just out of reach for Mainwaring. Kachinas pick up possession once more. Now Egan chips it down deep into the Kachina zone. Chopix Chase will get there first in the far side corner. Chopix Chase working her way out front. Stick check there by the Kachinas, and that'll flow back into the TC zone.
Oh, we have some
Scooped up here by
space
Rose
here.
Saint-Chung Poopin had a bit of speed. Bad turnover once more by Team Colorado. Kachina's working towards the net. Shot deflected there by Samora. Pass fed up the near side, looking for Wong off the mark. Kachina's will scoop that up inside their own zone. Now in the corner, taken there by Saint-Chung Poopin. Good pressure from Wong to break up that possession by the Kachinas. Wong dumped out front, and that'll bring TC their second power play opportunity here at the midpoint of the second.
This seems to be Arizona's MO. They love the old cross-check in the back for girls standing in front of the goalie, but they're getting called on it. And Belina took one for the team there. She went about 10 feet. That was a full cross-check. So here we go, power play. And boy, we got to figure out this goalie, folks. This is
She's been standing on her head so far.
yeah, this is hard for the girls to bear. They've had quite a few opportunities. Here we go.
Face off to the right of the Kachina's goaltender. Kelly takes the draw. Walsh, Pugh on the wings. Visa and Chopix Chase up top. Fed over to Pugh. Nice hard shot. And another little shove there, letting Kelly know that she's not alone in front of that net.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get in front of the goalie's eyes. We can't shoot at this one. If she sees it, she saves it.
Kelly with the draw once more. This time tied up on the dot. Kachina's looking for possession. Pugh battling for it in the corner. Gets some help from Kelly. Move back up top for Visa. Across to Pugh. Pugh has to feed it back over to Visa. Visa now from the right side. Sends it down to Chopix Chase. Off the near side board. Chopix Chase trying to work towards the front of the net. Tied up now here in the corner. Visa. Small chip to Chopix Chase. Now back up top for Visa. Visa looking for the shot. Save made by the Kachina's goaltender. Pugh picks up the rebound. Back up top for Visa. Visa now down to Chopix Chase. Here on the sideboard. Down low to Kelly. Joey looking for the pass across, had Pugh, but deflected out front, prevented that connection.
Halfway through the power play.
Visa up to Pugh, back into the Kachina zone, deflected right under the stick of Visa, fires one, nice low hard shot, small rebound kicked out, but just out of reach for Pugh. It was gobbled up by the Kachina's goaltender.
Man, good puck movement again, but the shots seem to be coming without anybody in front, and Lena's trying, so maybe credit the Arizona team for clearing her out of there, but it seems like the goalie's seeing everything.
Masiello, Mainwaring, and Wiedemeyer now 14 Colorado power play unit number 2. Sherman and Riedlinger back up top on the blue line. Riedlinger shot from the point. I don't believe Masiello got a stick on that. A save made by the Kachina's goaltender. Wiedemeyer now. Short pass to Riedlinger. Across to Sherman. Sherman pressured over on the near side board. Masiello now leaves it for Mainwaring back behind the Kachina's net. Fed to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer fires a quick one, hits Masiello out front, loose puck, and a scramble for it, cleared out by the Kachinas. Sherman will chip that down low. Masiello leaves it for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer now peels out of the corner, top fires a quick one just wide right. Sherman will collect it back on the point. Kachinas back to full strength. Puck kicked out to center. Sherman feeds it across to Riedlinger. Up to Masiello. Back into the Kachina zone from the slot. Masiello with a shot attempt. Sherman cleans it up. And Mainwaring, I think that went off her skate, but deflected just wide. Riedlinger back to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer from the high slot. Fires a high one. This time deflected up into the netting and out of play by the Kachina's goaltender.
Wow.
They're getting chances, just one bounce, one deflection away.
Yeah, 6:10 left here in the second, so just a little over halfway through the game. We're down 1-0, but not for lack of shots. Everything's flying towards the net. Something's got to happen on a rebound here.
Face off to the right of the Kachina's netliner. Long leaves it for Choi. Choi unable to connect with Rikin, and the Kachina's clear, but that will be icing.
Yeah, another chance here for this new line with Belina and Rose and Bella to think about the faceoffs. I don't think Belina as a D has practiced the faceoffs with us, so yeah, she's gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way to the corner here.
Face off to the right of the Kachina's netliner, tied up on the dot. Choi digging for it, gets it back to Rikin. Rikin looking for that shooting lane, can't quite make it. Back down into the corner, Kachinas will take possession over on the far side. Pass couldn't quite connect out at center. Scooped up by Meredith Egan. Egan will back it up behind Samora. In reverse, picked off there right behind the net. Centering pass just off the mark for the Kachinas. Fortunately, 14 Colorado. Now Rikin back into the Kachina zone here on the right side. Leaves it for Sangchong Pupin. Rose Sangchong Pupin, pass back to Rikin, across to Visa. From the far side board, Visa turns back towards the middle, looks for the shot, knocked down there by Huang, but couldn't get a handle on that for another shot. Long short pass to Choi, off the sideboard to Rikin. Rikin fires one just out of reach, deflected towards the middle by the Kachina's player, but kept out of trouble. Rikin once more punches it back down into the corner. Huang trying to work back towards the middle. Now picked up by Rikin as the Kachinas clear out the center. Good patience here by Rikin, dumps it back down into the Kachina zone. Both teams exchanging players.
There was only about 4 people on the ice there for a while.
Wide open territory. Kachinas get that chip through center back into the TC zone. Pass sent across a goal mouth. Couldn't quite connect for the Kachinas. Rennick picks it up. Stick check right there at the TC blue line. Masiello takes that. Another delayed penalty here against the Kachinas.
Wow, that's got to be frustration. I didn't see what she did, but the ref was pretty adamant that whatever altercation happened between Selena Pugh and number 25 resulted in 25 doing a little extra.
Roughing the call against the Kachinas will put TC back on the power play for the 3rd time this game.
In the power play, I think it was 6 power plays to 1 in the first game, and we're already at 3-1 here. going to be Lila taking this face off.
Masiello with the win, back to Sherman. Sherman trading places with Riedlinger. Drops it for Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer trying to cut towards the middle. Out of the corner now. Wiedemeyer will float back behind Kachina's net. Pass looking for Mainwaring. Off the shin pad of Mainwaring. Kicked over into the near side corner for Sherman.
That sure looked like a distinct kicking motion.
Right? From the sharp angle shot and save made by the Kachina's goaltender. Scramble out front and
Lila's going to go. Lila's going to get two. And I think she sort of accidentally on purpose leaned into the goalie and pushed her over.
She looked a little too innocent coming out.
Oh yeah, look, she's doing the full, I don't know what you're talking about, ref. Little old me. But she was definitely standing in close on the goalie. That's goalie interference all day long. So
roughing the call from Masiello. We're gonna have 90 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a short 30-second power play opportunity for the Kachinas with 3:49 left to go here in the second period.
So a little more space out here. Got room to skate.
Kelly, Pugh, Chocolate's chasing Visa, get the nod on the PK. Kachinas to the faceoff. One good shot blocked there by Lena Kelly. Trying to get around the Kachinas defender. They'll keep it out at center. Good hustle there by Lena Kelly.
That was about 58% interference by the D. They skated over about 8 feet to keep Lena out of the way there.
Pass fed across the front. Picked up by Pugh on the far side board. Feeds it back to Visa behind Samora.
With this much space, I would just love to see it get on the stick of Choo Choo Train Chalkfax Chase. That's what the CC stands for. She'll open it up right here.
Oh, just stopped at the blue line.
Nope.
Now, not cleared in time. Pugh steps back in offside.
Plenty of time on this 4-on-4. There's 48 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then a very short, well, I guess 30-second power play going for the Kachinas. But yeah, like you want your power forwards, take those open lanes right now.
Wiedemeyer and Walsh step on with Visa and Pugh. Kachinas with the faceoff win with possession now back inside their own zone, feeding a pass out to center on the right side. Walsh will pick up the loose puck back inside the TC zone. Floats back behind Samora. Walsh now. Short pass to Visa. Visa now turns on the Jets into the Kachina zone on the left side. Stops it short in the corner. Tied up there by the Kachinas defender. Visa now will pick it up once more off the sideboard. Pass across, looking for Walsh. Couldn't quite make it on the stick. Now Pugh down for Walsh. Walsh, nice turnaround backhand shot. And a save made by the Kachinas goaltender. And they'll send it the length of the ice. Icing will be the call.
2:18 left here in the second period. We are down 1-0, still 4-on-4. I think we need a little more east-west. These shots from the perimeter are just too easy for this goalie. So I like the idea of getting it down low, a little spinorama by Haley. You never know.
Actually, Kachina's penalty expired. They're now on the power play. Short 30-second opportunity for them. TC will need to stay strong and kill this off as we head towards the end of the second. Face-off won by the Kachinas, back behind their net. Pass connected here on the near side. Cross out to center. Bouncing puck off the boards, picked off there by Lauren Deckers. Now back inside the Kachina zone. No regroup. Pass connected out at center. Just off the stick now. Sent back out by Rieken. Kachina's picked that off now into the TC zone from the... Oh! Good save by Reagan Rieken. Samora made the initial stop. Well, that almost made its way through. Rieken was there to save the day. Now, sent back towards the net. Loose puck. Samora made the save, still loose. Bodies flying. And we get a stoppage in play.
I think Reagan did save that. It was rolling in.
Right on the inside of that post.
Right.
He made a perfect line on that.
Yeah, I saw it going and couldn't tell if the snow was going to stop it, but Johnny on the spot, Reagan got in there, so that was close. That shot had a lot on it, which made it hard for Sophia to control.
Power play expires for the Kachinas. Team Colorado back to full strength. Face off to the right of Samora. Huang Choi and Sangchong Pupin for Team Colorado. Riedlinger and Visa back on defense. Almost pushed out to center by Sangchong Pupin. Riedlinger recovers inside the TC zone. Well, Kachinas will send that right back down deep into the TC end, scooped up by Visa. Fed up to Huang. Huang's pass across. Hits an errant stick. Hit by Choi. Choi gets some room into the Kachina zone from the left side. Hands on a shot. Picked up by Huang. Spins around. Looking for Choi. Couldn't quite connect. Now Visa. Traps that puck. Shot fired. Just hits traffic out front. Choi now. Back to Riedlinger. Trying to feed that back to Choi. Picked off there by the Kachinas. Riedlinger couldn't quite avoid the keep-in attempt there by Team Colorado. They'll have to back up out to center. Now Riedlinger back into the Kachina zone. Fires one. Blocker save made by the Kachinas. Huang.
30 seconds left in the period.
Over on that far side, couldn't quite keep that trapped up. Riedlinger keeps it alive inside the zone. Shot fired towards the net. Sherman was looking for the deflection. Back behind the Kachinas goaltender now. Wiedemeyer's turn. Gets some help from Sherman. Takes it free. Kachinas trying to take that away in the
10 seconds.
Corner. Passed it out front. Right on the stick of Visa. Couldn't quite get enough on that. Sherman trying to throw it out once more. And this time intercepted by the Kachinas. And put into the bench.
And
Just 2 seconds left.
.2. That's not probably enough time in youth hockey for the puck to go into the net, but they're going to face it off anyway. Lena's got to win this forward. She's got to take a shot, and she probably understands that. She needs everybody in front of the goal. They should be lining up. They don't have. Yeah, she's going to go for the slapper right here. I guess we'll give her the win on that one. Yeah, I think a half a second is about what you need.
Yeah, you need
maybe
that.
0.4.
Not quite enough. Well, Kachinas draw first blood of the game in the second period on a bad turnover from Team Colorado.
Yeah, and I have shots of 34-7. It's unreal. This is the peppering that we've done on this side, which is ridiculous. Probably 40-something shot attempts in 2 periods. Just, credit the goalie and the D for cleaning up the rebounds. So, while that's going to happen, I'm going to go say hi to our old friend Sienna down below. Maybe we'll get her on camera.
We're set for the start of the third period. Chocolates Chase, Walsh, and Mainwaring with
Got used to
Beacon
those.
and
Got used to those luxurious long, second periods.
Right.
Cleans. We don't have those here.
You got to renegotiate that contract. We used to
Yeah.
have a break.
Yeah, we don't get any breaks. Okay, here we go.
Machine is clear. The TC advance down the length of the ice. Samora forced to make a play on that. Back behind, Kachinas pick up possession. They'll feed it back up top to their point. Now chip down into the near side corner. Q battling for it. Up at point, save made by Samora. Mainwaring trying to punch that back out to center. It's a block on that. Walsh now gets a piece of it. Short pass to Chocolate Chase.
Beautiful.
Now Mainwaring, plenty of room on the right side. Mainwaring moves in. Shot deflected up high out the Kachina player's stick. Now back out to center. Pugh, quick turnaround right back towards the Kachina zone. Mainwaring trying to dig for it. Push back just into the Kachina zone. Pugh looking for the shot. Mainwaring tries to find a handle on it from behind. And a save made by the Kachina's goaltender. He held for the whistle.
Those two really can find each other across the ice. What a pass from Cece across to Mainwaring to create an opening, but again,
That was the 0.2 seconds we needed right there. A quicker shot.
that was that quick shot. That was wonderful. Again, the goalie's standing tall here.
Maciel with the faceoff went back to Riedlinger. Hops over her stick, couldn't quite hold the zone. And now Egan has to back it up a little bit further. Nice short pass to Brennick. She'll dump it down deep into Kachina's end. Maciello in pursuit on the forecheck. Picked off there by Deckers. Now out of the corner, Lauren Deckers fed to Maciello across. Couldn't quite find a TC player's stick, and a bad scramble in front of the net. Save made by the Kachina's goaltender and held for the whistle.
Nice little pass on the backhand from Deckers, finding Lila. I think Lila was surprised. The puck made it through to her stick, and they tapped it towards the goalie again.
Face off to the right of the Kachina's goaltender. Maciello tried to spin that back towards the zone, kept alive inside there by Egan. Now cleared out to center. Riedlinger across to Egan. Up to Brennick. Brennick sidestep. Some Kachina's pressure feeds it over to Deckers. Deckers down with some room, making her way in. Now Egan picks up that loose puck, looking for the shot, deflected off the Kachina's player. Now the Kachina's back out to center. Okay, the red line, looking for the linesman's head on that one. Gets it dumped down into the TC zone. Kachina's grabbed possession. Working her way towards the center slot. Now a turnaround shot deflected and blocked. Decker's trying to get that back out to center ice. Now Riedlinger connects with Brennick. Brennick back into the Kachina zone. Back behind the net. Brennick's pass to Visa. Visa fires one, and somehow the Kachina's goaltender finds that hole in the needle and makes the save.
Yeah, this is what feels a little scary going into those regional playoffs in Dallas in a couple of weeks. Colorado on paper the stronger team, but unable to solve the goalie. And boy, you lose one or two there, and it's a short season.
Kelly with a draw to the right of the Kachina's goaltender. Wins that cleanly back to Wiedemeyer. Pass across to Visa. Visa shot pass to Wiedemeyer right in the slot. Wiedemeyer with a nice crisp shot right in the slot. Somehow kept out by the Kachina's. Nice deflection from Kelly just wide. Wiedemeyer now with it right in front of the Zamboni door. Get some help from Kelly. Kachina's get that out of trouble. Rican has to back it up to Visa. Back inside the TC zone, Emily Visa. Pass up to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer across to a wide open Sherman. Sherman now into the Kachina's zone. Shot and a rebound for Kelly, but she was tied up on the play. Couldn't get a stick on that. Now Visa shot blocked. Kachina's get that cleared out to center, trapped up right in front of the Kachina's bench now. Visa gets possession, short pass up to Wiedemeyer, couldn't quite keep control of that. And now the Kachina's send it long down in on Samora into the TC zone. Rican beats it there in the corner. Kachina's trying to maintain possession. They'll keep it in the far side corner, back up top to their point. Chip back down into the corner. Walsh lets it go for Visa. Now pass up to Sang-Chong Pupin on the right side. Trying to chip that through. Rose Sang-Chong Pupin forcing her way into the Kachina zone, but couldn't quite maintain it. Now Choi, a little cutter there at the blue line and offside the call.
They were trying to stay onside and they put each other offside, so try to get that chemistry going. Well, 12:44 here to go. Crunch time for Colorado.
Huang Choi and Sang-Chong Pupin for Team Colorado. Egan and Pugh on the back end, face off right in front of us outside the Kachina zone. Sent into the Kachina's end, they'll regroup. And a pass connected cross ice for the Kachinas out at center. Back into the TC zone. Stopped short on the boards there by Egan. Egan digging away for it. Battling two Kachinas players. Get some help from Huang. Now pass over across to Sang-Chong Pupin with some speed. Back into the Kachina zone on the right side. Gets around one defender. Trying for the feet across. Sang-Chong Pupin a little too fast for everybody else and just couldn't quite sweep that tight enough. Offside the call.
Well, she skated a quarter mile on that shift, so.
12:02 left to go in the third period. Kachina's sitting on a 1-0 lead currently here in this second game of the 3-game series in Denver. Walsh, Chocolate Chase, and Mainwaring now for Team Colorado. Face-off won by the Kachinas. Back to their defense. Riedlinger fed across to Visa. Up to Mainwaring. Trying to advance that through center.
Wow.
Mainwaring still picks up possession. She'll chip it down deep into the Kachina zone. Walsh in pursuit on the forecheck. Ties that up back behind the net. Gives Mainwaring some room to work. Pass fed out front, picked out there by the Kachinas, and they'll chip it out to center. Picked up by Chocolate's Chase. Short pass to Visa. Visa's pass attempt off the mark, picked off there by the Kachinas. From the high slot.
Wow.
Shot fired just wide.
That had some heat.
Walsh's pass fanned on, taken there by the Kachinas. Another shot attempt off the crossbar, up into the netting. The Kachinas are capitalizing on some very poor turnovers from Team Colorado.
I'll say a little bit of sloppy play in our own zone. This is what can happen when you play down to another team's level. You're not using your usual breakouts, and we almost paid the price twice on that shift.
Face off in the TC zone to the left of Samora. Masiello with the draw. Kachinas with the face-off win. Shot blocked there by Deckers. Trying to force that back out to center. And the Kachinas back in offside.
That's just a textbook block by the winger, by Deckers, to get to the point. Lost the face-off and took away the opportunity. That's great.
Masiello with the
And we've
face-off
missed
just
that
outside.
for a year.
Picked off there by
That's Sienna's
TC,
dad,
trying to punch
who's
that
got
in the
a
Kachina zone. They
big
threw that
voice, and
now
a big
back
heart.
into the Kachina zone from the left side. Hugh, good work keeping that on the outside. Picked up by Deckers here on the near side board. Deckers creating some space, working through center, back into the Kachina zone, trying to chip her way through. Brennick picks up the loose puck, sent towards the net just wide, taken by Rieken. Rieken now from the left side. Pass to Masiello, sent towards the net. Low hard shot, kick to the side. Masiello picks up that rebound back behind the net. Brennick scoops up the loose puck, turns and fires towards the net. Low shot, and popped up into the Kachina's Kachina's goaltender's glove and held for the whistle.
I'm running out of room to put the little blue dots on the little rink. It's just a peppering. 40 shots now, 40 to 10. A bunch of others that were not on net. Let's hope a set play. You can see Lena's talking there with Finley. Maybe we'll get something off the face-off.
Sherman, Kelly, and Wiedemeyer, Riedlinger, and Egan for Team Colorado. Face-off win by the Kachinas back to their corner. Sent over to the far side. Pushed just out to center. Egan bouncing puck, hard to corral. Wiedemeyer trying to turn that back into the Kachina zone. Couldn't quite manage that puck now. Kachinas break up the advance. Sherman looking for that high bouncing puck. Kachinas take possession. Now they're back out to center. They'll shovel a backhand dump in down into the TC zone. Egan, 14 Colorado out of the corner. Pass fed up to Kelly. Reflected out to center. Kachinas will turn that right back towards the TC zone. They'll dump it down deep.
9.5 to go in the third.
Egan pass up to Wiedenmeyer. Couldn't quite control that. And now, a little chaos right at the TC blue line. Finally cleared by Riedlinger.
Yeah, good discipline by everyone not to jump the bench and stay
Long,
clear.
nice little move at center. Gets into the Kachina zone. Feeds one through. Just a bit out of reach. She'll pick it up in the corner. Kachinas will take back possession on the near side board. Pass picked off there by Sangchong Pupin. She'll be forced back out to center ice. Leaves it for Visa. Visa making her way back through center into the Kachinas zone. Fires a shot through the legs of the Kachinas defender. A save made by a very sharp Kachinas goaltender once more.
Wow, I had visions of Joe Sakic there coming down the side, shooting right between the legs. Emily Weiss, just beautiful looking shot. And that's hard for the goalie, but goalie stayed square.
Face off in the Kachinas zone to the right of their puck stopper. Walsh, Choppins, Chase, and Mainwaring with Pugh and Visa. Tied up off the dot. Walsh sweeps that back to Pugh. Pugh sidesteps the Kachinas player, still tied up. Finds an open spot. Now Pugh gets it back, and a glove save made on the quick shot from Pugh right in the slot.
Something's going to go, Doug. Something.
It's the law
The
of
shots
averages,
are now
right?
42-10.
Wow.
The crowd here is asking me for the stats. Usually I charge a nickel, but not today.
Walsh face off to the left now. Wins that to Mainwaring, fed back to Visa. Down low for Choppins, Chase. Pass fed out front, had the stick of Mainwaring, but couldn't get it past the last blade of the Kachinas player. Nice attempt.
That was a good defensive play there by Corinne. I think she was already putting that one on the wall. Uh-oh.
We got a penalty against Team Colorado. I did not see that one.
Uh-oh. And Maya CC has a look of shock and dismay. I think she's going to hit the box. I did not see it either.
Choppins Chase is trying to pay Mr. Riedlinger a visit in the box. And that'll put TC back on their heels on the penalty kill with 8:23 left to go here in the third period. Brennick with the face-off to the left of Samora, deep in the TC zone. The Kachinas win that back to their point now from the high slot. Shot and save made by Samora. Kachinas pick that up over the far side board. Deckers muscles the Kachinas play off the puck. And Brennick trying to poke that through off the stick of the Kachinas defense. They'll maintain possession and moving through center back into the TC zone. Shot from the high slot. Glove down by Samora. Dropped right there for Egan. And that'll get cleared out to center, forcing the Kachinas on the regroup. 35 seconds gone in the penalty so far against Team Colorado. Brennick now gets it cleared out to center once more. Kachinas dump that back down deep in the TC zone. Egan stops it up in the corner, sends it back to Rieken. Rieken's going to take no chances and sends it up high and far. And that'll be icing.
That's a good call there. I think Reagan could see that her forwards were tired. I think Piper had skated up and down about 4 times. She's ready for a change. We'll take it.
Faceoff will come back into the TC zone to the right of their puck stopper. 1-0-1 left to go in the penalty to Choppins Chase.
Put 2 centers out on the penalty kill here. We got Lila and Haley.
Lisa and Riedlinger round out the penalty kill. Walsh takes the faceoff win from Masiello. Powering her way back into the Kachinas zone from the left side. Fires a shot and a high glove save from the Kachinas goaltender, and she'll hold on for the whistle.
Yeah, that was one center helping out another center. I think Lila had the puck sitting between her legs, and Haley came in and said, I'll take that all the way down, thank you. I'll change it up.
Face off to the right of the Kachinas netminder. Walsh with this draw. Ties up their center. Loose puck scooped up by Walsh. Couldn't quite reach it for a shot. Walsh will shovel one towards the net. Picked off there by the Kachinas. Out to center.
Good
Scooped up by
PK.
Riedlinger.
40 seconds left in the penalty.
Across to Visa, looking for Masiello, but deflected into the Kachina zone. Back behind the Kachina's net, Masiello pestering on the penalty kill, trying to keep it trapped up, wasting precious seconds off the clock. And now the Kachinas finally get that out to center. They'll send it down, looking to go into the TC zone, but into the TC bench.
I think Campbell, Tippett, Soupy just got that one. You can see her laughing from here, and then you can see why they do require players to wear helmets.
Yes.
Coaches, they don't care about. You can hit a coach in the face with a puck, no problem, but players do have to wear the helmet. I think it went off her shoulder.
Face off out of center on that puck out of play. Kelly, Riedlinger, Wiedemeyer, and Visa. You see with the face-off win, Visa chips that up to Wiedemeyer, pushing their way into the Kachina zone, center across the front. Looking for Kelly just a step behind. Good play, Kelly and Riedlinger working together over that far side board. Team Colorado back to full strength. Sherman replaces Chopvik's chase. Kachina's pushing back into the TC zone. Centering pass. Tied up there by Riedlinger. Good.
There you go.
1 now here
Tuyas.
for Team Colorado. Sherman, Kelly trying to fight the back checker. Sherman couldn't quite feed that through the Kachina's defender. And now the Kachinas back to work through center into the TC zone on the right side. They'll settle for the long shot on Samora. She pushes that aside over to Wiedemeyer. On the wing, Wiedemeyer running into traffic in front of the TC bench. Scooped up by Belina Huang. She says, "Where is everybody?" All alone. She's doing the work though. Still maintains a quick shot. Waster off the dome of the Kachina's goaltender. Now back up top to Pugh. Pugh fires one. Hits traffic out front, loose. Digging for it. Another shot attempt pushed out there by the goaltender for the Kachinas. Rican trying to fire a low hard one towards the net. Couldn't get it through traffic, and the Kachinas able to clear back into the TC zone. Pugh scoops it up with just over 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Pass across to Choi. Now looking for Sangchong Krupp, and she gets a handle on it. Short pass back to Choi. Choi fires one towards the net. Goes wide left. And now Rican on the right side on the boards. Sharp angle shot. Save made there by the Kachina's goaltender. And now Pugh dumps here on the near side board, drawing another penalty against the Kachinas. And they'll touch up, and this will send Team Colorado back to the power play.
Called that a trip. I'd call that the old slew foot.
Yes.
So that's a big opportunity here for Colorado, and it'll be a fourth power play. Power plays are now 4-3 in favor of Colorado. I think we're going to get a timeout here by Coach Chris. He may want to draw something up. He may pull a goalie. We'll see. With the power play and 4.5, 4:38 to go here, 2-minute penalty.
Get that 6-on-4 advantage.
We are down 1-0, and we got to find a way to move it around on this goalie. The shooting, whatever we're doing so far, is not working. It's 44 shots to 13 now. Need to get somebody in front. Need to get a tip and a rebound. Need to get something sneaky going left to right or right to left.
Got to get this goalie moving. We need one of those cross-ice connections on the back door.
You know, and credit the Arizona Dios, noticing on that last 2-on-1, they are very good at getting sticks in lanes and preventing that cross-ice. So,
they're clogging up the middle for sure today, even on our shots from outside.
Yeah,
we can't get them through.
I do think that it's going to take a calculated play to beat this defensive system. So, but we've got the shooters. We've got the dingle-danglers, we've got the passers, so the raw materials are there. Maybe you need a little more killer instinct. Need to get them riled up a bit. We're a team of U16 boys all watching in the offensive zone. That might get them all fired up. So whatever it takes.
Kelly, Walsh, Chopik, Chase, Visa, power play unit now for Team Colorado. 2 minutes penalty time on the clock. Here we go with the Team Colorado power play. Visa feeds it across to Pugh. Pugh fires one, and another save made by the Kachina's goaltender.
Yeah, that shot was right into the gut, and that is not going to let a rebound bounce. Got to get it lower, or we got to wait for that perfect screen.
Another face-off from Kelly to the right side of the Kachinas goaltender. One to Walsh, fed back to Visa. Emily Visa looking for the shooting lane, finds one in on net. Another save made by the Kachinas goaltender.
I think that one
stops it
was
up over
tipped.
here on the near side board. Walsh trying to dig that free. She'll leave it for Visa. Emily Visa comes across the middle, finds another shooting lane out front.
Oh, what a save.
Hugh finds it, sends it towards the net. Another save, still loose. Now right to the side, trying to push it back out front. And the Kachinas keep that out of danger. Now Pugh once more out front. Couldn't quite get that through, and the Kachinas will get that chipped out to center. And out of danger, forcing TC to regroup back inside their own zone. Chotvik's chase now.
Here comes the choo-choo train.
With a lot of speed into the Kachina zone. Cuts towards the middle.
Whoa!
Crashing into the Kachinas goaltender, but draws a penalty. Another hooking call against the Kachinas. This is about as best opportunities we're going to see all game to get this tied.
Wow, there's a minute left in the earlier penalty, and the Chotfax chase train drew another one.
5-on-3 opportunity coming up for Team Colorado.
Coach Chris has already used his timeout. He doesn't have another one. He's got the board out. I don't know how he's. Oh, maybe it's been called by the Arizona side.
Yeah.
And you know, I think Maya Cece got away with one there too. She did draw the hook, but I would have probably also called the goaltender interference there because she didn't get hooked
Could have
into
been avoided.
She went straight into the goalie, and I'm glad the goalie is okay. When you have something coming down on you like that, and you're just standing there on a pair of little goalie skates, that is a vulnerable position. So, I'm not sure I agree with the call, but it's going to be in favor of TC here. And boy, if they can't score with a 5-on-3 for a minute, with 3.5 to go in the game, shame on us. We deserve to lose.
Absolutely.
Crowd is riled up over here.
Good showing for the home team.
Yeah, hey, everybody at home, everybody wave at the camera. Oh, they don't care. Oh, we got one guy. We got one fan waving. There they are. There's a whole bunch. It's nice to. We've got hometown advantage here with lots of parents and I think a couple of grandparents around. Usually that's when you know, they come up to us and they notice how good looking we are. You know, most folks don't know what we look like.
Waiting any minute now, right?
Well, YouTube after a while puts a thumbnail up there on our. So there's a few of them where our pictures are on the internet. So you can't hide, Doug. You're going to be a celebrity.
We're internet famous now. All right, 5-on-3 power play for Team Colorado. Walsh, Wiedenmeyer, Chotvik's chase, Pugh, and Visa for Team Colorado. Face off one back to Visa. Visa fires one towards the net, deflected just wide. Wiedenmeyer scoops it up over on the near side board. Back up top for Pugh. Drops it for Visa. Now back to Pugh. Pugh, a little mishandled there, recovers. Looking for the shot, in on net, stick aside there by the Kachinas goaltender. 30 seconds remaining in the first penalty. Another shot from Visa, just wide left. Wiedenmeyer lets it go back to Pugh. Pugh back up top now, dumps it for Visa. Shot sent towards the net, deflected out to center.
We really need more side-to-side, east-west. Coming in straight in the middle is not working.
One last push on the 5-on-3, just 10 seconds remaining in the first penalty to the Kachinas. Visa sends it across to Pugh. Pugh now down to Wiedenmeyer, couldn't deflect that enough onto the net. Chotvik's chase moves it back up to Visa. First penalty expires for the Kachinas. Now back to 5-on-4 for one more minute. Chotvik's chase drops it for Visa off the mark, and the Kachinas clear. And hoping it has enough steam, icing will be the call with 45 seconds remaining in the power play for Team Colorado.
Yeah, a couple nice tries. Instead of shooting direct, they were shooting to the side to B, who was just to the right of the goalie. Twice it went off her stick, but the shot coming a little too hot and B unable to direct it in, but that's what they were looking for.
Mainwaring, Masiello, and Kelly with Riedlinger and Sherman. Now second power play attempt for the ladies in blue. Riedlinger with the face-off win, moves it across to Sherman. Being pressured over there on the side board. Now Riedlinger keeps that alive inside the Kachina zone across to Masiello. Masiello finds Sherman. Sherman with a shot. Loose puck up front. Still loose, taken away. Kelly comes away with it. Fed back on top for Riedlinger. Now across to Masiello. Masiello, quick shot save made by the Kachina goaltender. And now to Sherman, right on the side.
Whoa!
Shot and a save made. And the Kachinas stay alive with 13 seconds remaining on the power play for Team Colorado. We can't buy a goal.
We cannot, and the Kachinas are playing with the effort that you'd expect going into the playoffs, not at some sort of exhibition. They are playing aggressive and tough, so we're gonna have to have a little bit of a gut check for our girls here. Minute 48 left.
Face off to the left of the Kachinas goaltender. Just 13 seconds left on the power play for Team Colorado. Kachinas win that face-off back to their corner. They'll take possession. They'll clear out to center. Sherman recovering back inside the TC zone. We'll take it back behind Samora, fed up to Masiello on the wing. Masiello runs into some traffic from the Kachinas, now sent back towards the TC zone. Masiello gets it back, and now trying to push back into the Kachinas end. Penalty expires, we're back to full strength. Over on the sideboard, chip down into the TC zone. Visa out of the corner. Short pass up to Masiello. Now across to Bainwaring. Bainwaring stops short out at the center ice zone, scooped up by Walsh.
1 minute to go.
Walsh now pushing back into the Kachinas end, taken down on the play. This time, no call, no gift there.
Goal is pulled.
Picked off now Wiedemeyer, pushing back into the Kachina zone. Working through. Wiedemeyer with 43 seconds left in the third period. Excellent effort by B. Wiedemeyer not to give up on the play. She finds her way through all the traffic and tucks home the tying goal with just 43 ticks on the clock left to go here in the third period. We are tied at 1-1. Kachinas will take possession off the face-off, chipping it off the glass back into the TC zone. Q scoops it up back below the goal line for Team Colorado. Shot fix chase. Long pass looking for Wiedemeyer. It'll bounce off onto her stick. Now Wiedemeyer pushing into the Kachina zone. Picked out there by Shot fix chase. Couldn't quite get a shot, good enough shot. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Q from the angle. Blocked by the Kachinas, now picked up by Visa. Visa trying to throw one towards the net, pushed out behind by the Kachinas goaltender. And one last shot from Walsh, in on net, and time expires. And both teams skate to an exciting tie game.
Well, that was unbelievable. These shots are 52-13.
Oh my goodness.
Which is, I think, a record for me tracking. I probably missed a couple in there. That was something to behold. And credit the goalie and the D on the Arizona side. But boy, B. Wiedemeyer sure rises to the occasion when she needs to, doesn't she?
She does.
That was a heck of a move, a heck of a rush. So we have a big one tomorrow. Thought this one might be a little bit of a blowout. No such thing. Arizona came back with a good performance. So tomorrow we're gonna have ourselves a real game.
Whatever they had for lunch, we better get some tomorrow.
Yeah. What time is that game tomorrow? I don't
We
know.
are at.
So we're gonna say goodbye here, folks. Big effort.
Join us at 10:40 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Happened this morning too.
Okay.
So just for next game.
Yep, 10:40 a.m. tomorrow. Join us once more for Game 3, the final regular season game for Team Colorado. We'll be broadcasting live right back here at the Family Sports Fix-It 24/7 rink. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you on the next one.
just picked up Lindsay's soliloquy on the side. Okay, wow, that was something.
What a game.
Well, good job on the call as usual.